Very nice, right? So I'm in Hoi An Ancient Tower right now, and for the guide note, I would love to have some uh, recommend about it. As for the countryside motorbike and jeep tour, first thing first, for the motorbike tour is about the safety problem. For the motorbike, it have the exhaust on the right side. So whenever the tourists get on the bike, we always have to say that please get in and get off on the left side, or you will have a free tattoo. And then after that, for the jeep, it's simple. Just sit on it. Just but be careful because like sometime when they have to come down, go up and come down. For the people who sit on the behind seat, it's gonna take a little bit difficult. Just tell them to take it slowly, no rush. And also during the rainy season, to go with the motorcycle tour through the bumpy road is kind of dangerous. So you can suggestion to go further a little bit on the dike, so you can stay away out of the muddy road. It's gonna be safety both for the guy, for the driver, and for the guest as well. Because even though I know that that road is very nice because it's like roller coaster up and down, but in the rainy season it's kind of muddy, so sometimes the tire of the bike is very easy to fall down. That's why it's easier for us to go on the dike a little bit further, and then we go down to the countryside road. It's just a little bit of the bumpy road, but not too much, and that's gonna be better. And we are on the way to Bát Tràng village. We will go on a big road to the dike, and it's gonna take a long time, about like 10 to 15 minutes. So our guests to wearing mask because the way is very dusty with a lot of construction is going to be built. That's why it's not really kind of polluted. So wearing the mask in the summertime it also helps a lot. And in the summertime you should tell them to wear sunscreen. And the third thing is we should have a reservation about the factory and the local people have. And if the local people they're not home, so we can have another chance, like maybe just walk around the village and tell them more about how it was built and so things like that. So we can have a plan P. Fourth thing is for the guide notes in for both the Jeep and the countryside motorbike tour. When we go inside the Cương Duyên factory, we should tell our tourists in advance that is, you should focus on the weight because the employee may put their product on the ground and it's very easy to break, and we not touch anything because it's gonna bring a lot of damage. Or they can have a walk around and take a photos, but not to make noise, so it's not affect to the employees is working at the moment. To keep going on for the organizing skill, of course we have to contact the guests at the beginning when we get the information through WhatsApp. And then the second thing is we do like the countryside motorcycle tour. I normally will tell everyone to prepare the bike in advance around like 30 minutes at the parking lot, and we go in to take petrol and on the way to bringing to pick up the guests. Yes, and when we do the morning tour, we will gonna set up the meeting point for it. And then for the afternoon tour, the meeting point is hidden gem already. And after that, on the way to Bát Tràng village, we should like remaining the speed between on the bike together. With the jeep, it's very simple, right? With the jeep, like our driver, we just for the one that already have skill and experience, we just tell them where we want to go. But for the one that is new, and we should very know and then know very careful about the way, so we can tell the new driver where to take us go. And another thing is when we do a big group of the motorcycle, the guy should take care of the whole group. Like you can tell one of the person at the end, the one that know the way very good, so he can control everyone. And tour guide will go in first. And when we going back from Bát Tràng to Hanoi, we should like remaining the speed, and everyone should stay close together. And because the road is very long, take about like 20 to 25 minutes to come back to Hidden Gem Coffee. That's why we should tell the tourists to go to the Happy Room toilet in advance so they can spend the time longer on a motorcycle. I mean, like they can feel comfortable when we go back to the city. For the jeep tour, I have the same I have the same suggestion like that. But for the jeep, everything is also get much easier as well. But when we're parking on the road, like for taking some guava, for tourists to try some guava, we should tell the driver to park inside so the local people can go to their bike easily. Because sometimes the jeep is too big, so go, they cannot get out of the way. That's why they got frustrated. That is very easy, not too much step. Just find the place that have more space to do it.